I'm actually on time though. Can we get a hand for me being on time for once? My J's, I'm on time. Look, I'm on time. Mom, are you proud of me? I'm on time this time. I am owned the time. I'm on time. On time. I am me. Yes, this person right here is on time. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Being on time. Look at me being on time. Of course, that's cap because I was supposed to go live like 5 hours ago. But, well, not quite five, but I was supposed to go live earlier. What do you mean? What does that mean? What does that mean? Are you about to make me sad? Please don't make me sad. No, just give me a minute. Just give me a minute. My phone. Okay. Okay. So, we're live. Hello. Hey. What's up? Yeah, this is gonna be a short stream. Don't worry, I'm not gonna take up too much of your time because I was supposed to go live with the music stream earlier, but I didn't. And there's two reasons for that. Number one, I was waiting for my equipment to come in, but apparently it's not gonna get here until 10 o'clock, which is when we're gonna be doing the other stream, the video game stream, and continue on with the Dark Souls 3 run. So there's that. I mean, they said it was out for delivery, but sometimes when it's out for delivery, I still don't get it. I get it the next day, which, I guess, whatever, that's fine. Screw me, I guess. I don't know. I'm a little upset about it, but you know what? I'm over it. It's fine. If it doesn't come today, then I'll just do something else. I don't know. But yeah, so today is Wednesday. Today we were supposed to be re-recording the stuff, but we can't do that because I don't have my gear and I'm sad about it. Are you sad about it? Because I'm sad about it because I wanted to re-record the stuff today, but I couldn't because I didn't have the gear. So might have to wait until next week for that because I already have stuff that I'm planning to do. Additionally, I know on Monday I made a post. I was like, we're going to do some electronic music. That's also not happening. So Friday is kind of looking like a big old blank right now. I'm not really sure what we can do. On the other hand, I have been kind of going around and updating my social media. So, well, the ones that I'm going to use, some of them I have deactivated, namely Twitter, because let's be real, that place was already kind of a cesspool, and now it's gonna get worse. So I'm just like, don't need that. I'm trying to use platforms that kind of prioritize the content over the creator, because the thing is that I'm not like an Instagram model, I mean, I guess I could try to dress a little cuter or something, but I'm like not an Instagram model, so I'm like, I if you want to hear me talk about my stuff and you want to hear my stuff, I'm super happy to do that. So yeah, I'm still kind of fussing with that. Again, I gave myself to the end of the week. It'll be done by the end of the week. I promise you. What else? Yeah, I finished the arrangement that I started yesterday that Whitey Walsh couldn't hear, and I still feel bad about it. It's just gonna haunt me forever. I'm sorry. I'm super sorry. But like, I can't see. I need another monitor so I can have like chat on one side and the actual music on the other. But we'll get there. Baby steps, baby steps. All right. So there were some things I've changed. So we'll talk about it. So I don't know if you guys remember this little thing. So before I had that as just like straight quarter notes. So it was like da 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 da, but it really did lack a lot of flavor. So I mean, it was just kind of like eating like plain bread, and you know, plain bread is good. It's nice to eat, but also um, it's nicer with butter. It's nicer if you toast it. It's nicer if you maybe put like some cheese on it and some tomato and some like onion. You know, it's nicer when it has more stuff to it. So I changed that little ditty. Also, it gives a better sense of the kind of the chords a little bit. Um, we're gonna do the can you guess the song? We're gonna do the can you guess the song thing, I guess, for now. So if you can guess it by like the end of the week or something like that, then you get 10 points. I don't know what you can use those points for, but you'll get them. And you'll have the satisfaction of being correct and being validated by me, the streamer. What more could you ask for? Um, Additionally, I added in some extra parts for the cello because before I was gonna like leave it, but then I thought about it and I'm like, no, I don't think I really want to do that. So in this, I have the cello and the viola kind of working together, doing the same thing. And that's going to be really fun to play. This two note trill. So usually when you trill with the note that's next to it. But this trill is a minor third. So this is going to be really fun to play. And this actually kind of appears kind of throughout the thing. And that's all the stuff kind of that I changed. I'm worried about this note right here for the alto sax. That's what is that, G5? I don't know if they'll be able to play that because I don't know who's going to be playing it. So I'm worried about that note, but I have faith. Besides, if they can't play it, they'll just play it an octave lower. My one, yeah, I'm just kind of looking through it and trying to see about some stuff. The texture is generally like pretty thin, except for like percussion, which kind of fills in the space. So I didn't write out a percussion part because they ignore my percussion parts anyway. So I'm like not even trying to do all that. So my percussion parts, the music is really filled in by the percussion. So that's why I'm gonna turn the click on. Especially at the end part where this vamp happens. I didn't make the repeats. I didn't write out the repeats. Sometimes I write out the repeats. I didn't want to do that because I felt like it would just make it unnecessarily long. And you know, when you are a little nonprofit, printing a bunch of paper is just kind of not really high on your I love this list. So, yeah, I tried to kind of make it so that way you don't have to print everything, you know? So, yeah. Besides, the song is kind of repetitive, so you know, I mean, it's not that it's not repetitive in a not interesting way. It's more like repetitive in kind of like it just wants to revisit its ideas. But the way that my arrangement is, it doesn't really capture the nuance of like the improvisation kind of aspect of the song because it's not exactly the same each time that they play a certain like motif, right? It's always like a little bit slightly different. And I just think that's really cool. Also, what I did was I modified the music so that way I wouldn't have anything like not sight readable basically. So all of this in here can be sight read, I think, by people. So it should be pretty easy to learn. I didn't make anything super hard. I mean, the chromatics might catch somebody, but the song isn't like super fast. Let's see what else. Oh, I guess I'll like put it at its like actual tempo, so that way we can listen to it at the proper tempo. That's the only thing I didn't do is like make a tempo marking. Usually I make tempo markings. This time I didn't because, you know, it's up to the conductor whether or not they want to do the thing. I think I maybe am wanting 120. No, that's too fast. That's too fast. I think 115 is nice. Okay, we'll put it at 115 and then we'll listen to it. Tempo. Quarter note. Space equal 115. All right. Are you ready? Are you ready? You're not ready. Are you ready? I said. Okay, well, let's go. Even if you're not ready. Woo! Okay, so yeah, that's it. That is the arrangement. Now, here, but the thing is, I didn't put any articulation. That if you might have noticed that there was a part where things got a little quiet. That's intentional. So, as I was saying earlier, that's the part where the improvisation kind of happens, and it's supposed to be a vamp. So, it kind of just goes on and on and on and on and on, and they're just doing stuff over the top of the bass and stuff like that, with occasional like little interjections, um, you know. So it, and I think that I'm gonna keep the interjection exactly the way it is because it helps people to kind of know where they are. Um, so yeah, that's where the improv is gonna happen, and that's where the drums are gonna kind of like really fill in the space here. So, this part where it went like this. Da ba da ba da ba. That part is super cool. Um, but um, yeah. So that's about that part. Now, bet you cannot guess the song. It would be really cool if someone did guess the song, but my bet is that no one's gonna guess it. You have until Friday to give me your best guess. Or if the copyright claim system cheats and gives you the answer, whoever's first to post it or whatever. Um, yeah, and then so I actually have a short fermata or all those places where it kind of feels like it goes out of time. So I'll play it for you. So places like that, I always put it as like a short fermata because I think that's a little bit more accurate. Even though for the second time, I think that a longer fermata would be good, but I just wanted to put a fermata there just because. I wanted to put a fermata there just because I wanted to make sure that we were holding the note and that we were gonna take a little bit of time before resolving the chord, right? So it's like ba da 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 ba ba bum. Like it doesn't really matter how long you hold it, but it's not like a dramatic fermata, because a lot of times when you put a fermata, people kind of want to like hold the note and then kind of break off. So that's why I think it's important to specify the short fermata versus the long fermata, or the regular fermata, which is the circle. So there's three kinds of fermatas you can write. The triangle fermata, so it's a triangle with a little circle in it. Um, that fermata is a short fermata, which is the one I used. Then the regular fermata is like half circle with a little dot in it. That's the normal fermata. A long fermata is like a half of a square with a little dot on it. Most people kind of just interpret a fermata as like a long fermata anyway, and then they kind of break it. And I don't want the break. So that's why I put the short fermata, and I hope somebody knows what that means when they play it. Yeah, so yeah, that's this arrangement. So that's gonna be really fun for people to play and stuff and things. Um, I didn't put divisi on any of the parts that have multiple notes. So for instance, so that's the violin part at some measure. Um, yeah, I didn't put divisi on any of the times the string have double stops. And it's not that the double stops are not possible. It's just they probably won't sound good. Like this one right here for the cellos is actually possible, but it's gonna be weird. That's all I can say about it. It's gonna be really weird. So I'm not trying to get anyone to do that. If you can do it, but like maybe don't. And the ensemble that I've arranged this for, they usually just do the VC anyway. So yeah. Um, See, this part right here kind of just makes me wish that I had written in like some kind of drum part, but it's okay. Or at least I had written in like one of the improv parts. But here's the thing about transcribing improv: it's not my personal feelings is that if somebody is going to improv, let them improv. You know, I don't want to get in their way. I just want them to do the improv and be free and all of that. So I feel like if I write something in, then that is going to take away that freedom. You know what I mean? And especially in this song where every time they play a certain theme, it's just a little bit different. I kind of want that feeling. That's why I didn't write anything in, but maybe I should have, but also I don't know. I don't know. So I don't know. Anyway, um you'll be very proud to know that each of the parts is like one page. So the flute part is one page, the clarinet part is one page. All of the parts are all one page. Miraculously, I have saved this little nonprofit a ton in terms of like, you know, ink and paper, and I feel very happy. Some of the parts are a little bit scrunched up, but it's okay. I mean, you can they're still very legible. It's just like it's like it looks a little bit off, but it's still it's fine. Um, so yeah, I'm super happy about this. Well, I mean, there's some things that I would like to do, but it's an arrangement, so there's not really all that much that I can do to change it to make myself happy. But as far as it goes, I'm pretty happy with the way it came out. Um, I kind of just want to make it go faster. I want to make it go like absurdly fast, so I'm gonna put it at like 140, and we're gonna listen to it at 140 because it's gonna be funny. This is the best part. Like you can change the tempo of the music without actually like changing the pitch. It's great. Get some get some music writing software so you can also be cool like me and change the tempo without changing the pitch. Why aren't you doing the tempo change? Oh my god, I'm so dumb. I forgot to put the there we go. Bum 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 bum. All right. Anyway, that was fun. So yeah, you can guess the song. You win 10 points. If you can't, that's okay. I still appreciate you for guessing. Um, what else? Um, yeah, I didn't add any dynamics in, which might come back to bite me in the butt. But you know what? It's okay. It'll be fine. Like it's kind of weird because everything that's not the melody is very obviously not the melody. Does that make sense? Like okay, let me show you. Let me show you. I'm gonna put the tempo back to not that. I'm gonna put the tempo back to not 140. Okay. So like everything that's not the melody is very obviously not the melody. Like at this part in the beginning, like there's no melody, right? Right? And then you can hear the sax and the flute coming in, right? Very obviously the melody, right? Like even like at the beginning part, like it's I guess you could say the bass is the melody, but it's not really the melody. And then like right here, like it's just like the bass. It's just kind of like establishing. It's like, hey, I'm right here, right? You know? And then right here. Like and you hear this little trill that the cellos and violas are doing. Like that doesn't sound like the melody, right? and where the brass takes over, right? You can hear that that's very obviously the melody, right? That's why I'm not right, because you can hear like everything that's the melody sounds like the melody, and everything that's not the melody sounds like not the melody. So that's why I was like, it's okay if I put in by dynamics or not. It doesn't really matter that much, you know. So that's why I was like, dynamics. Usually I do have to put in dynamics because sometimes it can get a little confusing your where your ear should go. But like, you know, I don't know. I for me it's obvious, but also I think maybe I'm a little bit biased because I'm the one who made the arrangement, so I know where everything goes. It's just like, oh, the puzzle's really easy to solve because I made the puzzle. So I remember a little bit of a creator bias. But anyway, yeah, that's the thing. So yeah, I'll see you guys later for the Majiggy thing for the casual, the most casual of runs in Dark Souls 3. It'll be on my other channel. I'll make a post about it, all that, yada yada. And I will see you guys later today.